Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. I hope everybody had a great week, y'all. It is Friday. I was like, girl, do a lot today so that you can chill out and relax. You can chill out and relax tomorrow, okay? Because ain't nobody got time, y'all, to be trying to get work done, have a good weekend, go get some try not self. My brain is on pause, y'all. Um, what's the child? I can't think of the name of that one. Dude, girl, some I don't. A good damn time. What I'm trying to say, because my brain is really pausing. Right, my Wi-Fi pausing too. But yeah, I just wanted to get some things out the way because there's only a few things going on. Self-care. I'm like, what's the freaking word, y'all? Self-care Saturday. And so I said I want to get a self-care Saturday in. So I did not want to have to come to y'all tomorrow if I could avoid it. So that is why we are here today to have a good old time. We look, I don't know how long we're gonna be here. Every time I say it won't be long, I'll be 3 freaking hours, and then I'll be like, oh, I was there lying, and y'all accepted it, okay? But again, please take a little time, child. Hit the like button. Okay, if you have not already, when you come in before you leave, like the video, share the video, follow me on social media everywhere. It's JayLeesCorner. Okay, like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that stuff. I was going to have a shot of Douce on camera, but I didn't go get my shot. So I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna drink my water. It has been a week. It has been a week. It has been a week, and I am happy the weekend is here. Okay, and that's what is. Child, when I tell y'all this thumbnail was a labor of love that I was aggravated with, okay, my whole soul was like, please get some pictures that all match. Okay, now even though I had to edit colors of people's outfits to make it look like it go together, it made it through. Okay, I found Takara. Takara, if you ever see this, girl, I need you to get more pictures of yourself. Okay, when you Google Takara, like only old pictures from her on top model come up. I'm like, girl, what is wrong with you? Girl, get you some pictures from her. So yeah. Okay. I'm happy if y'all here watching live or if you're watching the replay. Thank you either way. Okay. Um, come on, Ash. Come on, Ash. Hold on, girl. You on camera. Hold on. Yeah, but I tell y'all, I have had a week. I want look. I want to take my hair out and let it be what it is, and put on some pajamas. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay in my bun for right now. Okay. But you know what? You know what? Let me go get my shot. Okay, because I just feel like it's needed. Okay, y'all take one little minute, y'all. I gotta go on and get the liquor and get the shot glass. Now, what y'all may not even really know, okay, is I don't like liquor like that. Okay. I don't really be liking um so we have some Douce. This is the only dark liquor. I got vodka in there, but I feel like if I take a shot of this after I'm done, it'll put me to sleep. So usually, look, I don't want y'all to think I be drinking this. This ain't cause of me, okay? Because I don't be drinking this, okay? This is because of somebody else. I've only had maybe two, maybe three shots of the Douce. Okay, I think I'm not thinking, okay, but because it has been a hell of a week, okay, I want everyone, if you watching live, get your shot now. Okay, if you watching the replay, get you a shot because you watching the replay, taking a shot. Okay, because I am over the work week. Okay, y'all. This is a lot. Okay, this is a lot, and I don't, and I'm gonna leave it here. I don't really like dark liquor. Okay, dark liquor remind me of the 99s and the 2000s and many bad decisions. Okay, hanging out, child. You hang out all night. You drink and you party and you get up and start all over. And you then wonder, how did I get drunk? What happens? Who did it? What for? And why? Okay, but I just feel like, because I had mentioned earlier that I was going to take a shot, and I don't want to be a liar. Okay. So I have my shot. I'm taking a little video. I have my shot of liquor. Okay. That I am going to partake in. Hold on. And I know it's going to burn down my throat. Yeah. So, okay. Child, cheers to it being Friday, to a long work week, to a successful start of the weekends. Okay. And we're going to say, forget all the B of the S. We're going to say, we hope Code 45 don't make it to B. We want Code 45 to go away. We want everybody to be rich. We want someone to be my ADK. We want to continue to be prosperous people and nice people or whatever. And that's it. So, cheers. Oh, y'all, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Oh, I don't know how people Girl. Now, first of all, ooh, first of all, I am very, 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 very aware of the fact that Douce is not a liquor for shots. Okay. Douce is absolutely child. Oh, girl. I need some juice. Get her some milk. I'm just saying, dark liquor, Douce, any Hennessy, Remy VSOP, all that shit reminds me of the 99s and the 2000s, and it is just not. Oh, you're not supposed to take shots with this. Okay, you're not supposed to take shots with this. You're supposed to sip it like wine, basically. Okay. Ugh. But that one, because I don't drink a lot no more. I have a very low tolerance for liquor. So that one shot is going to really help me go to sleep. I only had water next to me. I didn't get a drink. I didn't get a juice. I didn't get a juice. I got fruit punch in there. I got some lemonade in there. I think just fruit punch, lemonade, and maybe some Baja Blast or whatever. But anyway, I just look, y'all. So y'all can't ever say she don't drink with us no more. I had a whole shot with y'all, and damn near died. My whole throat is on fire, burning up. My throat is burning up. Okay, the water just it was right there. I had no choice. I had no choice. Okay. Anyway, y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff and whatnot. We're gonna start doing, because look, y'all have been asking, right? So once a month we will do a after dark live chat. Okay, we will do a after dark live chat once a month. Okay, so since I think it's Sunday the first. I feel like Sunday is the first. So next Friday, we'll have, just for those who want to do it. So because if I'm not on live, you know what I'm saying, we'll have a quick little after dark converse. I think and I said the next one I want to have is whole phases. Okay, whole phase. So the next JayLeesCorner after dark chit chat, that'll be about 9 p.m., 10 p.m. on either Friday nights or Saturday nights. Okay, it will not be longer than an hour. It'll be one, maybe two topics and whatnot. That's it. But yeah, I think the next conversation is gonna be whole phases, because I have thoughts on whole phases. Oh yeah, I keep in my refrigerator. I keep a bottle of Douce. It's a bottle of Douce. It's in Savecca vodka, a bottle of wine, and then all the other liquors in the cabinet. But in the cabinet, I got some 1800. I got some Patron. I got some white Hennessy. It's the Bacardi in there. It's a whole. I got a whole bar in there. If y'all follow me on Instagram, I posted my bar before. It's all kind of looking there. So yeah, and then when we do the child stickers in my system now, I can feel it, Jesus. When we do the after dark conversations, it'll be with the music. It'll be with the music. We'll be with some wine. There'll be some wine. And again, some simple, some easy for us who wants to do it. I'm not trying to, get into all the other shit. I keep this in there. Because, you know what I'm saying, people deserve cold liquor. Even though people drink the warm liquor that's in the cabinet. But I need cold liquor. So, but this is only the third one. This is the third time I've drank from the Douce. So again, it ain't because of me, y'all. It's because of him. and whatnot. But again, it's fine. Oh God, child. Oh Lord, Jesus. So yeah, we'll start doing that next Friday, and then I'll post it as after dark chit chat and what the topic will be. But next topic will be whole phases. So if you have not had a whole phase, have one before Friday. Okay. If you had a whole phase, get to remembering. Okay. It will be a good ass time. Okay. I got a sip and you child, I know, right? I got all the stuff, but no, I'm gonna have wine next time. Okay. But y'all, let's get into the couple of topics I have. Okay. But only on Fridays. You would think can put it down, look back at the thing. Because I'm not gonna have another sip. Not another sip. Because I'll fuck around and forget the liquor sitting there and leave the liquor sitting out. And then ask, who the fuck left the liquor sitting out on my desk? And girl, it was you. So let me share my screen. Okay. For the IG of the things. Okay. Now, I like my thumbnail. I do. It's cute. It's cute. Now, do I wish I could have found everybody in a leopard print something? I did, but I couldn't. That wasn't what they did. I did the best I could do. Okay, and because I was able to find fucking Dineva and Tasha K in a little pinkish color. So yeah, okay. Anyway, child, let me get on camera. Hold on. I'm here. Child, ooh. I am a lightweight. I am a girl. Oh God. I texted you. I was gonna call you, but I'll be letting you be when I'm working and you busy. So, but yes, you missed the whole shot. The whole thing is all your fault. And I told him you drank it all. I just put the Douce back in the refrigerator. And I blamed you for it. But yes, but it'll be shots every Fridays and stuff. But I feel it in my throat. My throat hurt. I know. That's all like out, you know what I'm saying? You have one for me. Anyway, y'all, let's get to the people. So I saw a few things, other things. Wait, did you drink it? Let me stop. Yeah. A couple of things I seen of the regular people, being regular people on the bull of the shits. So Maryland people, right? Now I always tell y'all when y'all commit crimes, you should be smart about it and not stupid about it. And this person tried to be smart, but was still stupid because he got caught. So a Maryland med technician, okay, allegedly killed a millionaire actress at a. First of all, you had a millionaire person at a scene. Okay, anyway, he went and killed somebody, okay, at a senior citizen's home, but he disguised himself as a woman. Okay, and I said, if you're gonna do the crime, sir, I mean, I guess if no one know you a man, they wouldn't be looking for you.
He was a med tech at Kosher of Potomac Senior Living and had apparently
22. I would never understand people who be killers so young. Like, who you killing at 22?
Administered Fuller's medication the night before he was killed. Fuller was killed over 10 days ago now on Valentine's Day. Police say security footage shows James entering and exiting the facility around 5 a.m. the day Fuller was found dead, using a door without a functioning alarm sensor. They add that James was the only person who used that door the day the alarm stopped working on January 9th. James is also suspected of a shooting at a Maryland state trooper during an attempted traffic stop early yesterday morning. He was arrested later that afternoon.
Now, so did you use your own bear, sir? Like, what is wrong with you?
During a police interview, James told officials that he had a good relationship with Fuller and that he wouldn't hurt him. He'll make his first court appearance tomorrow. No word yet on a possible motive. He was a med tech at Kosher of Potomac Senior Living and had apparently administered Fuller's medication the night before he was killed. Fuller was killed over 10 days ago now on Valentine's Day. Police say security footage shows James entering and exiting the facility around 5 a.m.
But how do you know that's him? That could be a woman.
The day Fuller was found dead using a door without a functioning alarm sensor. They add that James was the only person who used that door the day the alarm stopped working on January 9th.
Wait a minute. So your only evidence, okay, is the door used for the murder is a door that he used. But did y'all look for a lady? I don't know. I'm not sure. Because I wasn't there. He looked grown as hell. He don't look, it's a hard 22. Okay? It could be crack. Or meth. Or heroin. Or fentanyl. Because I don't know. But I feel like if the only piece of evidence is it was a door that wasn't used by one person, but how y'all know the lady didn't know it too, and then I don't know. Is this a fingerprint somewhere? Either way it go, you should not be killing people at all. Okay? And what's the murder for? Now he's facing first-degree murder charges and could receive life in prison if convicted. Okay. Now again, he was a whole a really, really, really rich man. Okay. What's the money? Did he have family? Can he adopt me? He can adopt me. Anyway, look, don't be committing crimes and going through doors only you have access to. They're gonna catch you. I have always said, anybody can be, they pass, and they don't do it no more. I also feel like some folks should not do stuff based on their past. So you're on the list. You are a registered offender on the list. Okay? You can't run for public office.
I believe Fresno deserves leaders that are honest from the very beginning, not the end. So going into this, I'm putting my life out there.
Upfront about his status as a registered sex offender, Rene Campos is not running from his past as he runs for office.
Well, if you're running for city council or city office, your past is going to come up because it's a public record.
I've been given the chance to rehabilitate through the courts and back into the system.
Charged with being in possession of child sex abuse material back in 2018.
That was yesterday. 2018 is like yesterday. That ain't long. If they would say he was convicted of something in 1972, that's different. 2018 is yesterday. And child stuff, Jesus.
The Fresno native says he pled no contest to a misdemeanor charge. Now launching his campaign to represent District 7 on the Fresno City Council. He says his focus is on safety.
We need safety from you.
I say, let's choose somebody outside the box, somebody who knows the system from inside out. Because I've experienced the laws that we are trying to reform right now.
No, I don't need no registered sex offenders trying to change the fucking laws, bruh. Not today, not ever. No. Look, everybody likes them freaky shit. You hear me? Okay? Everybody like freaky diggy things. I get it. However, if you don't like adult freaky diggy things, that's a problem. Okay, when you are in possession of, children's stuff, okay, the illegal things, the offender list things, that's a problem. You can't try to say, I want to change the system for me inside. We'll go to prison.
Fresno County Clerk and Registrar of Voters James Coos says state law does not prevent a registered sex offender from running for office.
Once you leave prison, you're on probation, you actually are allowed in California to reapply and become a registered voter again, which would then make you eligible to be able to run as long as you are living in the proper jurisdiction.
I don't mind offenders voting. That's fine by me, but you should not look. It's bad enough the president is who he is. Okay, we already don't like him. No one should be able to run for this if they round there and they was on the list. Okay, you was round there with material, okay, of the children nature, okay, of the sexual situation.
Campos looks to enter a growing field of people vying for the seat. Another candidate says he shouldn't join the race.
I think it should be a disqualifier to serve in public office. If I'm the next council member in District 7 and I can't show up at a school site, how can I best represent the people in the neighborhoods I want to serve?
He can't go to the school. He can't cut no ribbons. He can't do no child care conversations. There's so much he can't do based on him being. Look, Code 45 has, ain't on the. Now he should be on the list. Okay, Code 45 should absolutely be on the list, but he isn't. So he can go near schools, and he should not be able to. But sir, you can't go near schools. That's the bad part. I blame him. I blame all the idiots that put that man in office, because not everybody and their mama think if he can do it, I can do it too. You can't. He shouldn't be. I blame Arnold Schwarzenegger. I blame who was the man? Jesse Ventura. I blame all the wrestlers who became political. Okay, now Code 45, old monkey ass, is round here as the CEO of America, and now the offenders want to be CEOs of the cities. No. Okay, if you are a registered offender on the list for anything underage, you should not be allowed to run for nothing. Now, this is something different. Okay, 34-year-old mother was sentenced to 1 year in jail, okay, and 3 years probation because she gave her 3 kids THC gummies to calm them down because she needs some personal time. Okay, I need a break. I'm a mama, but I'm tired. Okay, let me get them some gummies. Little bit. Okay, look. How old was the kids? How bad are the kids? Like, is it, it's 3 children. She's 34. So that's how old. There was 6, 10, and 11. Okay. They say back in March, the children's father contacted the police saying, hey, summer's up. Okay. He said the kids were behaving oddly after coming home from the mama's house. Okay. Meaning mom and daddy ate together. Medical tests confirmed all 3, again, 6 years old, 10 years old, and 11 had THC in their systems per Michigan. Not here in Michigan. Okay. The judge said the kids experienced uncontrollable laughter, fatigue, and trouble in school after ingesting the gummies. Did the mama give it to him? Did she give it to him? Because she pled no contest to 3 counts of 3rd-degree child abuse. Okay. The prosecutors say the incident occurred multiple times over it. Look, I told her before. My granddaddy gave us gin as kids to calm her down. Now, when my mom found out, she was pissing my granddaddy. He would give us a little bit of gin and water. The same thing. Now, you can't do that today. That was wrong back then. You're not supposed to do that today, but I digress. So I feel like this is one step further than parents who gave their kids liquor to put us to sleep as kids. This time, the mama said, hey, take these gummies. Okay, go sit down somewhere. You won't die. You ain't going to multiply either. You're going to be laughing. Now, again, she had to do, again, a year in jail, 3 years probation, substance abuse counseling. She had to be tested regularly, paying fines and fees or whatever. Look, I don't think anyone should give their kids drugs. Okay? No one should be drugging their children. But honestly, if you give kids some weed, it may make them more hyper. It may not help. Okay. If the kids came over for visiting time, that mean they not even there that long. Okay. So to get if your kids come over to visit, why would you drug them? I would get it more if she was a full-time single mama who needed a break. But girl, the kids can't visit you and you drug the kids. You can't drug children. Now, do I think THC gummies is a big deal? I don't think. It's just a little THC. It ain't crack. Don't give them crack. Don't give them no pills. Because get look, little bit of drill. Little yak on the gums. Ain't that much or whatever. But yeah, she's in jail now. Unfortunate. I saw this and got confused. When I first saw footage of police walking down the street in New York and people was throwing, I said, why is it a snowball fight? I was confused. So y'all, a big winter storm, a big snowstorm hit New York with all the states over there. And so for some reason, okay, the police was around there walking down the street in the blizzard weather and people started throwing snowballs. Well, a 27-year-old Guzman, is it Cobley, was arrested because he was one of the people who threw them, and he supposedly threw a snowball and it hit somebody in the head. Now, I'm going to say this, okay? Sometimes throwing snowballs, if it's a heavy ice-filled snowball, it could kill somebody. It could. So you can't throw like really, really hard ones or whatever. But because he was one person who was throwing them and he, I guess, hit the cop in the head, he got arrested. I said, no, it's just a little snow. Now, first of all, if you cops walking down the street and people throwing snowballs, why would y'all not throw them back? This would have been a great time for a snowball fight. Okay, break the ice. It's snow. Now, if someone got hurt, okay, if someone had a little concussion, little black eye, whatever, that's different. But I'm like, man, look, if I'm outside and I'm gonna throw shit back. We full-fledged snow fight. I don't think it was like assault, but that also shows how there's a big disconnect between like the people in the city or whatever, the cops, because bitch, you outside in the snow, what I'm supposed to do? Okay, so let that man be free. We got coats that though. That's y'all winter coat. Are they bad cops? They probably be giving tickets. Y'all, they really only hitting the white cops. They don't like y'all. Either way I go, I would have absolutely positively threw some back. And not in a retaliation, mean way. I would have made it funny. Yes, let's have a whole, like, don't aim at the face. Body shots only. And let's play. Okay? I'm like, bitch, oh, you want to build a snowman? Yes. Together, ho. Because why not? Why rest? Girl, y'all gotta learn to loosen up. Okay. Now I saw this said, bitch, what? Is that a lunch? With a cup water? So Georgia police urge parents, hey, stop being lazy. Okay, check your kids' school lunches. Because a kid brought a goddamn cut water, a lemon drop martini to school. I said, first of all, a kid with a lunch bag gotta be like middle school at the most. Elementary, middle, that's it. Okay, so your kid got a whole lunch box. They should check the thing. Because who packed it? Who packed the lunch? And can your kid read? Mama, what's the cut water? Don't drink my, because most parents who drink be like, don't drink my stuff. You can't drink this. You can't drink this. Most, at least in my household, because my dad Well, my dad drank, but I was old enough. But again, back in the day, you would say, "Hey, don't like when DJ was a baby. I had to keep any liquor out the way. And if I did have like some liquor in the thing, I would say, "Hey, DJ, you can't drink that. That's my juice. You can't drink that." Okay, you let them know what not to do. Okay, but the South Fulton the police department said, "Hey, say twin, okay, before you send the babies to school, check the lunch box. Okay, we're getting reports of juice boxes sitting next to cut water martinis. Now, first of all, who the hell put the cut water next to the Capri Sun? Why would you do that? Okay, this is not a Capri Sun. It's not apple juice. This is the whole parent had a long night starter pack. Okay, now little Johnny didn't pull it up to third period talk about who want fruit snacks, not knowing it's a whole liquor. Okay, it's a whole liquor. Please check your kids' stuff. Some little Doritos, a little Lunchable, little cut water. Okay, everybody gonna all the kids drunk at school. All the kids drunk, and all the parents gonna be pissed. Like, who the fuck let my child? And I'm an adult, and even I know them drinks are strong. Okay, so if you got a child that take a lunch, check the bag. Make sure it's a Capri Sun, little Kool-Aid jammer. Please make sure they ain't got no cut water, no Corona, no Budweiser. Okay, and y'all know they got them little frozen daiquiris. Don't do that either. Baby gotta be safe. Okay, safe babies. We ain't got time for the bullshit. That's all of the random shit I want to get into. Y'all take 30 good seconds, like the video, okay, like it, and then come back. And we're back. I really like my thumbnail. I did a good job. Bitch, you did a good job. A good job. Jay, you did a good job round here. Anyway, y'all, prison. Peter Thomas, who was in prison, okay, he was around there because he ain't paid them taxes. He owed the IRS a whole bunch of money, 650,000. Okay, and all that stuff. He was sentenced to 18 months. He went to prison in August of 2025. Well, he's released. That well, he's like in a little halfway house, and I'm like, sir, what are you doing? Now Peter is out of here, out of jail, dancing to T.I. Is Peter twerking? Peter is round there at the halfway house with other men twerking to T.I. Now, what is you doing? Okay, go sit your old ass down somewhere, Peter. Okay, what is you doing? You got out of you don't know how to act no more. Yeah, Peter free. Close your pocketbooks. Okay, save your monies. Peter gonna be coming asking to borrow some money. He is over there twerking, taking them hips. What is you two-stepping, Peter? Girl, is he in prison? Is he in prison? Girl, I just. Not shaking your shimmy in prison, girl. Anyway, if y'all care, Peter free. He out. Okay, he's out. Gonna probably try to open another restaurant. I think his little girlfriend like talk because no one knew he was out because he's in the halfway house. They say he'll be it'll be a 2-year prison release with supervised release. Okay, he should possibly be out of the halfway house around August of this year. But someone said I can finally share that my baby is home. Girl, child, somebody just make sure he don't open more restaurants. If you went to prison for like for tax evasion, fraud, or whatever. You've opened 18 restaurants that keep closing. I just be wondering who keep giving him money to open new ones. That's what's weird to me. Okay, I don't be knowing what's going on. I'm a girl. Give me the money. Let me open up something. But Peter Free and shaking his hips. Okay, a whole lot. I said, girl, he is shaking his little shimmy. Girl, the T.I. that. Now it's prison. Okay. Tory Lanez's last ditch effort, okay, to try to appeal his 10-year prison sentence was denied. Okay, bitch, denied. No. God, when Jesus said no, can't nobody else say yes. God said, go sit down. Okay. Megan, the reported, okay, and what may be the most unsurprising news ever reported, the California Supreme Court has rejected, denied, okay, has rejected Tory Lanez's requests that they review his convictions and to your sentence for shooting Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, they say, hey, petition application request, denied, bitch. No. Sit down. Get out our face. I don't know why every prisoner has the right to appeal. Because some be, innocent, but you're guilty. Okay. Tory Lanez and them kept saying, we need an appeal. We need an appeal. There's more evidence. I didn't do it. No. The court said it's more evidence that you did do, that you're guilty, than it's evidence supporting that you did not do it. You wanna know why? Because if you are saying you did not, who did it? I promise y'all, if me and somebody I'm fucking, if me and two people I'm fucking is in a car and someone I'm fucking get shot and I didn't do it, I'm gonna say who did it. If it wasn't me, I'm not gonna be quiet. Okay, I'm not going to allude to nothing. If me and two niggas I'm fucking is in the car, in some kind of way, one of them gets shot, and I didn't do the shooting, I'm saying, hey, that's who did it. What my deal at? I'm going, yes. That's not snitching. If you did not do it and you can't say who did, then you're guilty. Guilty. You did it. That motherfucker's guilty. And that's it. And that's all. Go sit down. 10 years. Do not pass go. Do not collect $20. Stay right there. Period. You are the reason that you are in jail. Because why am I sitting here not saying shit if I know somebody else did it? I'm not going to jail for shooting someone for no one except my mama. That's it. Okay? If DJ pops somebody, bitch, DJ got to go to jail. I'm going to put money on his books. Okay? I am not going to prison for anyone except my mother. That's it. I damn sure ain't going for some dude I was fucking. Because I always tell y'all the dick ain't worth prison time. So I'm snitching. It wasn't me. It was TT and them. TT and them did it. TT put, they was fussing and fighting. TT put pow, bitty bitty bum bum. Okay, bitty 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 bum bum. That's it. It wasn't me. But you ain't say that. You stood around there playing in everybody's face. You sat around there acting like, well, they're not gonna convict me. I'm Tory Lanez. I'm a little leprechaun. I'm gonna get off. And guess what? You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, okay? And now you're in jail. Have fun. Don't bend over. Or bend over. I don't know. I don't care. Jail. Okay. Wiz Khalifa. Wiz Khalifa was over there in Romania smoking weed on stage, and I always tell y'all as well, stop going to other countries, breaking laws, and then saying, I didn't know. Girl, but don't go there. Stuff that's legal here is not legal elsewhere. Okay, now he was convicted and sentenced to 9 months for a drug conviction over in Romania. Okay, he appealed it. Okay, hey, I don't want to go to jail for 9 months in Romania. Okay, I don't want to do that. The court said dismiss, denied. Denied, bitch. Okay, I said not denied. Okay, so his request to annul the sentence, they said no. Mm-mm. Conviction, go to jail, leave us alone. Okay, so child, look, I'm assuming, okay, if he never goes back to Romania, he's fine. Okay, if he just stays here, he's fine. I don't know the extradition law between us and Romania. I'm not sure. But child, that's on you. I always say, look, you should not go to other countries and get high. It ain't worth it because they are different laws. So that's on him. Either go to jail or go sit down. Girl, leave it alone. But I say, you stupid. Okay. Weird thing. Now look, I don't like Lisa Rinna at all. I only watched a couple of episodes of Trader that she was on, but I know they have the Traders like finale or whatever. And Lisa Rinna said someone drugged her with fentanyl. Okay, at the Traders premiere party. I said, but fentanyl, the fentanyl.
News about, you thought that maybe you were roofied at the party.
Yes, I was.
You know that for certain?
Well, I do.
Did you take like a test or something?
I did.
Do you know what it was?
I had fentanyl in my system.
News about what?
Yes, I'm not kidding. I had fentanyl.
When someone has to tell you, I'm not kidding. Yes, fentanyl in my system. I feel like what that means is no one believes you.
High levels of amphetamines and other things, but I can't talk a lot about it because we're still dealing with it. It was leaked, and my team is dealing with it now.
So you're not going to obviously say what?
Yes, I'm not kidding.
Now the party happened on January 8th. They were at the Abbey. They allegedly said a lot of people who have went to the Abbey have complained about being roofied. This is my thing. Usually, when there is a rumor or a stigma that going to this one place, a lot of people who have went there have potentially been drugged. Okay? When she said, so many people that I know have had this happen at the Abbey. All my daughter's friends. I mean, this is not a first time thing. So if there is a history of drugation at a location, why the fuck is anyone going there? If all of your daughter's friends have been roofied at the Abbey, why is anyone going to the Abbey for parties? In my opinion, if someone say, hey, the motel on 8 Mile, if you go there, someone will fuck you. Okay? I would say don't go there unless you want to get fucked. So I would not ever go to a location that is known for people being drugged. You know why? Because I don't want to be a victim of it.
I had fentanyl, high levels of amphetamines and other things, but I can't talk a lot about it because we're still dealing with it. It was leaked, and my team.
Her face is not moving. I also don't understand people who get their face Botox so much their face don't move. Like, how you know you're not drooling if your face ain't got no feeling?
Team is dealing with it now.
So you're not going to obviously say what? Obviously say who you think might have done that.
I can't say, but it was at the Abbey in West Hollywood.
Okay, so the Abbey, for those who don't know, in West Hollywood is a very popular bar on Robertson. It gets very crowded. It's a big party there.
Yeah.
They have go-go dancers there.
Is that JayLeesCorner? What the fuck is he doing? He's a host of a show.
Obviously say who you think might have done that.
I can't say, but it was at the Abbey.
Who would Doogie Howser? Would JayLeesCorner Doogie Howser? Who Doogie Howser? Is that him? Who played Doogie Howser? Oh no, Neil Patrick Harris. Okay, I was like, I got confused.
Abbey in West Hollywood.
Okay, so the Abbey, for those who don't know, in West.
But luckily, my husband was there and was able to get me out of there quickly.
Yeah, because I saw other things like, oh, Lisa was just drunk. But no.
I was not.
No.
I know.
You know, I have to say, I have partied with Lisa. We went to Andy Cohen's baby shower, which
But luckily,
was so much fun. Lisa can handle her booze. I've been boozing with you, and you really handle your booze. You have a good time.
I do.
But you handle your booze.
I do.
We're so glad that you're okay. That's so dangerous.
I know.
I mean,
going to a known drug house. Okay. Going to a known location where people get drugged is irresponsible. Okay. One, no one should drug people. That's one. Okay, that's a fact. However, if you know that place drug folks, why are you going?
What do we do? Do we keep napkins on our drinks? With so much fun drinks? Can we have, like, what should we do?
Well, I mean, I don't know. So many people that I know have had this happen at the Abbey. All my daughter's friends. I mean, this is not a first time thing. This is something that's gone on for years.
Then why the fuck was you there?
And I do think it needs to be
drinks. Can we have, like, what
a conversation? And I'm glad now that it's out and we will deal with it. I just haven't had my own time to do that yet.
Okay.
So last child, almost 2 months ago, you were drugged at a restaurant, at a little bar, and you haven't had the time to figure out what happened, girl. Okay. Look, I ain't going to the crack house and getting crack put in my system. I ain't gonna do it. It ain't gonna happen with me. Okay, if I hear that crack cocaine is being slipped in people's in drinks at the bar, I'm not going. Just saying. Mary Cosby, whose son Robert Jr. passed away this week. We know the show is being postponed, but allegedly, okay, Mary still plans to film this season of the show, despite the passing of her son. And I feel like that's a good decision. You know why? The show was based on their real lives. So I feel like trying to avoid, look, this is not me trying to be insensitive. People die every day. And we should not shy away from seeing what that looks like for people. You know what I'm saying? Everyone handled death differently as well. So I feel like if she's on the show about her life, and if in her life her son died, I don't see any harm in her sharing what happened in life. We can't want them to be open and honest about their life, and then something tragic happens, and we say, "Hey, well, no, don't show that." It's like that's a part of life. And she also made one to honor her son and bring awareness to whatever it was that took him his life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm proud that she is allegedly deciding to keep filming. You know what I'm saying? Because again, it's life. So yeah. Congrats to Sam Taylor. Okay, she is on the Times magazine. She's a woman of the year. And now is she women? Is she just one of the women? Is she one of the women? She looks great. She looks great. Because I because we were introduced her on my Super Sweet 16 1,000 years ago. She has transitioned into her own legendary artist. Okay, she's an actress. She be dancing, child. She be singing. She be producing. She be directing and whatever. So she is this. I love this outfit. She is one of the women of the year, and I think she had a great year. She was in a couple of movies. Okay, put out a good album. She had a little boyfriend or whatever, but they broke up. Again, since after more than 20 years of being betting on herself, the Harlem-born artist accepted her a moment that she had envisioned. She's Grammy nominated. She's a Golden Globe winner, an Oscar front runner, and she's now on Time's Women of the Year cover star. Okay, that's great. So congrats to our girl. We love some child. Bitch, look, where she at? She be serving looks. Okay, she has great style and grace, all of that. So congrats to her for that. And I'm pretty sure she has more on the horizon coming up. And we love our girl. Okay, so we have to say congrats to our boo boo. Okay. Now, also, wait, let me get to it. Hold on. Let me get to it. Now, Jonathan Majors, who was an actor, he had that little altercation and got dropped by everybody's team. Well, now he had that one movie called Magazine Dreams, which I heard was very good. I just did not see it, but I heard it was an amazing film. He's trying to still get back into his acting bag. Okay, so his first movie coming up. Okay, they say he's in South Carolina shooting an untitled action film. Per deadline, the title and plot of the cast members have not been announced. Okay, but it's been directed by Kyle Rankin, and then it said with the conservative commentator Ben Shapiro is one of the producers. Now I see folks saying, "Oh, why would you do that?" What I feel like when someone has no options and they're trying to rebuild, they can't be too picky or be too choosy. Now, I don't know who Ben is it Shapiro? The name sounds familiar. Is he a lawyer? Who is it? Okay, his eyebrows look horrible. He's a right wing pundit. He's a Colt 45 streamer. Oh God. Yeah, I was just Googling it. I feel like this. If he is only one of the producers, I don't know. Like how is it if it's his production and if he's the only person involved, I would say no. But if it's like 15 producers and he's one of the producers, meaning he's one of the people who put money in. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. He's really. I'm reading some comments. I'm torn because I don't for people who Trump. I don't. Go watch it, Nene. I don't people musical 45. That ain't what I like to do. But I'm also not a struggling actor trying to make money. I don't know. Again, for me, I'm like, did he know Ben was involved? Did Ben call up and say, "Hey, I got off"? Like, if he knew up front, hey, this is something that is connected to this person, and then you say, "Cool, yeah, cool." I mean, that's the issue for me. If you don't know he's one of the producers, if that wasn't really brought up to you and you accepted it based on not knowing that fact, I can't blame you. But if the man called, if you knew up front, hey, this person is with it, he's making it, okay, it's his money. I don't know. I don't know. I need more details. How involved is he? Because some people get involved just to battle someone. I don't know. But again, child, we shall see. But if he knew up front, hey, this person who's a racist, this is his thing, I would have said no, because I would not want to be attached to someone like that. But if he did not know, because sometimes you don't know all the moneymakers who are attached to a film, you won't know until it comes out in the news. So we shall see. But if he's trying to rebuild, fine. But you can't rebuild off the back of someone who don't like you. So be careful. Be careful. Tank house got broken into. Now, first of all, I said Tank got LA manager. I said, girl, Tank got money. Y'all think Tank rich? You think Tank got more money than Tyrese? So they're breaking in houses in LA, and he is the latest victim. The people working in his house early in the morning. Okay, 3 suspects caught on camera. Per TMZ, a call came in around 4 a.m. when Tank's alarm company detected activity in the property. Okay, hey, police! 3 burglars dressed in hoodies had taken off. Okay, the footage captured all 3 individuals as they moved through the home. At least 1 watch was stolen during the burglary. The investigators are still determining whether additional items were taken. The hit ad tanked a growing list of entertainers who had high-end break-in. Okay. Ain't nobody safe, child. Ain't nobody safe. So all you can do is try not to have too many valuables that are easily, taken. Get a good old safe. Put some things in your safe, okay? But again, have cameras, have insurance. Now don't pull a Wendy and Eddie now. Don't be setting up no robbery, child, and get arrested for fraud of it all. But that's they had video. Okay, did Wendy and Eddie ever say why the video didn't pick up no people? Usually if someone breaks in, there's some footage. Okay, I think it's weird when it doesn't happen, but I digress. Will Smith is fighting back against the man who is suing him or trying to sue him, and he's fighting back against the sexual harassment lawsuits. Per court filings, Will and his team, okay, is asking the judge to toss out this sexual harassment lawsuit brought against him by violinists Brian King Joseph, based on hey, some bullshit. So the man would say I was on the road with him. It was some sexual harassment. Now, the weird thing is, when I remember reading the information from the lawsuit, he never really gave any direct harassment things against Will directly. You know what I'm saying? The most crazy part that he brought up was how at a hotel, someone got into his room, left like some AIDS medication, like left some weird shit or whatever. But that had nothing to do with Will. You know what I'm saying? So Willem said, hey, it's some bullshit, okay? The stuff that was left in the room under the name Stone F, he already said he don't know what it is. That's not me. My name is Will Smith. So he's trying to sue me. It's some bullshit, okay? He was hired to do a job. We let him go. That's it. Leave us alone, okay? Personally, I feel like had he said, I have been traveling with Will on tour and the people, and throughout the tour, it was very uncomfortable, close interactions. There was very inappropriate conversations. He tried to touch me. I feel like he didn't have any like actual allegations against Will. There was no direct nothing between them besides him saying, oh, Will Smith said he feel like we're cool. And I'm like, well, that doesn't mean you bitches, you cool. I don't know. I just feel like usually there's some kind of actual allegation. Hey, Will came in and touched my dick. I liked it, but I said no. Or Will came in and said, hey man, one day I would love it if you touch my balls. That's inappropriate. Okay, if he said, hey, one day Will came in and rubbed my ear, that's inappropriate. Will came in and pinched my nipples. That's inappropriate. Okay, Will came in and said my ass. That's, to me, that's stuff that people do that they try. So I was just joking. I jokingly said, hey, suck my dick. I was joking. I didn't really mean suck my, you know what I'm saying? That ain't what happened. So I don't believe this situation. But again, go to court. I don't go there. Correct. No. Oh, Lil Jon. So y'all know Lil Jon's son had passed away too. Was it this? I think it was this month. I think it was earlier this month. So the rapper Lil Jon, rap producer Lil Jon, his son, Nathan Smith, known as DJ Young Slade, he died from drowning earlier this month. He was missing for a couple of days, I believe, and they found him in a pond near the home. So they did an autopsy or whatever. And because when the story happened and they found him, it had sounded like it was a purposeful going with Jesus moment. Okay, a purposeful. I'm gonna go for Jesus myself. It turns out that wasn't. He did not take his own life. It was a real accidental death. He had took some hallucinogenic mushrooms, okay, which made him trip out, and he ended up dying in the pond. And I was like, girl, look, I've only taken 2 edibles. I could not imagine taking any like psychedelic hallucinogenic drugs because I never want to be not able to control myself mentally. I never want to take something that I know will probably make me hallucinate and have a whole trip. Man, I would not want to do that. I know other folk does. So, the autopsy said, hey, he had this mushroom stuff in the system. I can't pronounce the words. It was present in the system. And that's what they think caused him to probably get in the pond. And then he drowned. So they don't think it was intentional. They think it was accidental because of the drugs he was on. When y'all do these things, child, just be careful. Don't do them by yourself. Lock yourself in the house. Because you never know how your body will react to these things. And so it's sad that, now he's gone. And, because keep sending prayers to Lil Jon and all the family. Okay, but that is what happened. Hold on, let me get the other one. Because remember, y'all, boom. This happened back in August. Okay, Rashida's son Kai, or Rashida and Kirk's son Kai, who shot and killed his sister's Kelsey boyfriend. Okay, killed T Hood back in August of 2025. It was a huge story because again it was like was it a murder? Was it a self-defense thing? Whatever. It was a lot going on. But police are not going to charge Kai that it was self-defense. And they have the DA, okay, Gwinnett County DA decided that no charges will be filed because evidence does in fact suggest the shooting was in self-defense. Look, I think we discussed it then. When someone is beating up your peoples and you pop up and pow, stuff happens. I think the moral of this story is keep your hands to yourself. Now, it's unfortunate that he's dead, but you can't be beating up on people. Okay, if you beat up on people, you might get got. And it's sad because Kai has to live with he killed somebody in self-defense. You know what I'm saying? The family was going through it, but again, he ain't gonna be charged, child. It's over. Uh I hope his family, will understand, a self-defense killing, what you want us to do. If it's between you and me, bitch, what you want me to do? I can't choose you. I gotta choose me. Okay. So again, prayer still to the family of that man and whatnot. What I want to go to next? I just opened a couple things I wanted to get into, and then that be it. I seen this child. Now Ray J was in court, right? Ray J and Princess had that whole foolish situation that happened over Thanksgiving time, child, where he put a gun and the police got called and all that shit. And now he at court, and where she at? With him.
Are you still with Ray J? No, I'm not. We're great friends. We're co-parenting. He lives his life and I live mine. Are you still with Ray J? No, I'm not. We're great friends. We're co-parenting. He lives his life and I live mine.
Now, do I want two individuals who share children to co-parent great? I do. I do want them to have a great co-parenting relationship. But Ray J has proven to be child cuckoo.
Was Ray a creep on Love Cabin? I never watched Love Cabin. I have no time to watch any shows. And if I did, I would not be watching that.
I'm not showing up to court for my husband, baby daddy's court date from when he pulled a gun out on me and my kids. I ain't doing it. It ain't in my nature. Now Ray also has a little girlfriend. Wait, where's she? What little girlfriend at? What I think is an ex-girlfriend, maybe. I'm not really sure. Her right here. Now, recently, the police called to his house, and we did not know who the female that was there. They said, "Oh, was some girl like what Asian? Not Asian, like a Persian girl. I guess this is her." And this was just happened.
Hey everybody, I just wanted to come on here and
anyone who look, I don't trust her. I also don't trust Ray. I don't trust anyone who dates Ray J.
clear the misinformation about the domestic violence between Ray and I. I want to make something very clear. Ray has never put his hands on me. And, he's been under a lot of pressure lately, especially around hey everybody, around the Kim and Chris situation.
Girl, what?
And whether people want to agree with him or not, it affects him in ways that people would never understand.
Anyone trying to come to us in 2026 saying Ray J fucking Kim Kardashian 30 years ago and recorded and put it on the porn site is affecting him negatively now. Shut up.
He's a father first, and when he feels like people are attacking him and his legacy, it affects him around the
Ray J affects his legacy. Ray J is not a father first. Ray J is Ray J first. Ray J is a partier first. Ray J is a entertainer first. He is not a father first.
And that night, I was only trying to grab him from jumping off the ledge, and I let my emotions get the best of me, and I slapped him. Not only did I slap him, I slapped the dog shit out of him.
Now, why would you admit that on camera?
And looking back, I regret it so much. But he was really frustrated. And that night, I was only trying to grab him from jumping off the ledge, and I let my emotions get the best of me, and I slapped him. Not only did I slap him, I slapped the dog shit out of him. And frustrated that night. He was staying at my place for a little bit and had a safe here. And I got a hold of all the documents with all the proof. And, it's been making him very suicidal. And, he's been sleepy off the medication. Frustrated that night. He was the medication for his heart.
I don't trust her because her titties hanging out. Why are your titties out? Who has titties out while discussing suicidal thoughts? of someone else.
And it's just been putting a huge toll on him. And on top of that, on the accusations between Suge and Diddy and his ass being taken, it's very traumatizing. I get
Bitch, what?
it. But I just need the world to know what's really going on. The medication.
I don't trust her. Okay? I don't trust her. I don't trust him. Now, allegedly, after she went and said that, Ray J said, y'all, I am fine. I talked to TMZ. Why does everyone talk to TMZ? Who is TMZ? Jesus? Why is everyone going to TMZ? TMZ is not the Lord. It says, per TMZ, child, Ray said, I am fine. I'm not suicidal. He's not feeling good right now. I'm not suicidal at this moment. I'm perfectly stable. Ray and Sheila recently had an altercation, blah, 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 blah. But again, he said he's not. He was in that moment. She did hit me. But either way, though, I really need someone to go get Ray J and then pick him up from wherever he is and then put him in rehab. Okay, put him in a rehab that focuses on sobriety, that focuses on mental health, that focuses on all the things that he needs. Just go pick him up and put him over there. Okay, because to admit you were suicidal. She did hit me. He said, I didn't know if it was March or April. My back tooth is loose. It was a massive blow. He said he was the one who called the police, described, because she hit. Either way, I just need someone to go pick Ray up and put him in rehab. Okay, Brandy, Sonia, hell, Kim, you can go. I don't care, Kim, Chris, anybody. Someone go pick that ninja up and put him somewhere. Carisha is getting some backlash I really feel like Carisha be saying shit to piss people off, to get attention.
2026, what is your status of love right now?
Banger. When you see the two fingers touching. I'm just, I'm just living.
Okay, just living life.
Yeah,
experiences.
Just having fun.
Do you have a list of things you look for?
First of all, he got to have a coin. Thank you. A provider. I need someone that's, God-fearing, that's religion, that believe in God. Someone that leads. Any man that leads.
Okay. What is the minimum net worth that he has to have?
I want like a man that at least got like $100 million.
Okay. Yeah. At least. Okay. We just crossed off a lot of people off that list. There's a lot of contenders that just walked the other way. Your DMs will now be flooded with 10 people, I think.
That's good.
That's good.
Narrow them down, God. Yeah. Thank you.
So folks was complaining and a little bit upset because she said she want a man he has to have at least 100 mil. Now, Carisha ain't looking for no regular man. Okay, Carisha wants a Diddy. Let's be honest, okay? Carisha, because she dated Diddy, now she feels like I can date anybody who doesn't have at least 100 mil. That's great that she wants that. There are a couple men that can probably, get her that. So she wants an older man. Okay. But she got pissed, okay? Because folk were like, girl, you was money hungry. What about a good man? What she gave some other things as well. Now, do you have 100 mil? Do you have because I feel like as women, can we ask someone to have more than what we have? Because what if he say, well, I want a woman with at least 100 mil? Can she then say, but why I gotta have I just feel like, girl, why not just say I need someone who has at least double of what I have? And I don't think that she has 50 mil. Okay, or say, hey, he has to be very, 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 very financially stable. Okay, he can't have he got to make at least. But once you say, hey, I want him to have at least 100 million, that's a lot of money, girl. That's a lot of money. But what if he asks, well, what do you have? What's in your account? And she said, I got 5 million. Well, bitch, I got 10. I got more than you. Okay. And she said, I'm trying to figure out how could I insult so many people by saying what I want in a man. Why y'all so mad? Bitch, I believe I can fly. See, that's the problem. You can't fly. What the fuck? I'm so confused. A lot of y'all feel hit. I was talking to y'all. Now, I mean, she wasn't. She wasn't. But I think I don't know if Carisha realized people still look at her funny for fucking Diddy. People still look at her funny because they feel like you probably got beat up a little bit, pissed on a little bit, and then, you know what I'm saying, you, a little Diddy bop a little bit, okay? And so I think people still look at her as if you're looking for a man to take care of you versus looking for a man to be in a relationship with. She wants to be a sugar baby. She wants to be taken, and that's fine. That's fine. But some folks still look at girl. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. So y'all leave Carisha alone. She said, "Bitch, I got the money. I'm gonna get some more." What's left, y'all? What's my thumbnail? I be forgetting. Okay. Oh wait, where Meg at? Hold on, where Meg at? Megan. Shout amazing news. Okay, now because Meg told us, so I got a surprise for y'all. And Meg has announced, Meg is making history, child. Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, we'll be in the Moulin Rouge Broadway musical. Okay, she will be the first female rapper to be in a Broadway live musical play and whatnot. Now I know some folks, which I mean, because Queen Latifah were in the theater. I'm sorry, the movie version or TV versions of some Broadway plays. Queen Latifah was never on Broadway doing live shows. Megan is the first female rapper to be in a live on Broadway musical. Okay. Yes. Okay. Now she's playing the character Zitler on Broadway in New York from March 24th to May 17th. It's like an 8-week show. And Zitler is like the owner of the Moulin Rouge. Okay. So she's playing that role. Megan said, bitch, I am going to do more than anyone ever thought I could do. I am not going to only do rap. I want to broaden my horizon. I'm going to do Broadway. I'm going to do a couple of movies, little movie roles, okay? I'm going to do some TV shows. It's amazing. So congrats to Megan Thee Stallion, okay? Because this is great. Okay, again, it's for 8 weeks in New York. Congrats. Okay, she did it. Yeah. I want to let's do Funky Dineva. What I do, Nene? So Nene, this video was circulating like yesterday. Okay. Now Nene and his man. Now we had usually seen Nene and that bald head man, Naomi, I think is the name, and that's what she had been dating since grade died. But this video of Nene with this and they kissed.
Do a real smile. Like it. A real smile. Let's see. Let me see the smile. Do a real smile. Like it. A real smile. Let's see. Let me see the smile.
Now I'm like, Nene, girl, we see you. We see you, girl. So the video went viral all over. You know, oh, she's not with Naomi no more. She done moved on to somebody because Nene is never seen with people. You know what I'm saying? So Nene, girl, you knew or should have known If you're out with some man, child, it's gonna be news. So Nene then went on IG Live to complain about people, talking about her on a little date with a little man, child. Let's see what Nene had to say.
Why do you all have this picture floating all around with me and this man on it? Why? That's so not necessary. Listen, most people know that I was married for a really, really long time, married to Greg Leaks. After Greg's passing, I started dating somebody that I really hoped that the relationship was going to work out.
Girl, you date a married man, okay? That Nayoni guy was a whole, I had a little Slim Jim, y'all, a little Slim Jim. Nayoni was a whole married man. I think that man's still married to this day. So you can't wonder why you was out with some man, child.
And right now we're like on a break, okay? And we have taken multiple breaks. And so I said to myself in this dating thing, because I've never dated my entire life. I've always been like in a relationship and never really had the opportunity to even date in my life. And so I said to myself, you know what? I really want to date with intention. I really want to give it like a real shot and date with intention, find my life partner and go somewhere and sit down, So men, why do you all men tend to date multiple women all the time?
First of all, dating is dating more than one person. Okay? It's perfectly okay to date multiple people as long as everybody know we're not exclusive, we're dating, we're trying to see if we're gonna get there. There's nothing wrong with dating people.
2 and 3 women at a time. So it's not my thing. It's not something that I like, but because I want to date with intention, I thought, let me try it anyway. So I simply went on a date. I'm not in a relationship with anybody. And I really hate that y'all had this man picture thrown all around online. Now y'all pulling up this man's past.
Girl, that passed.
It's just messed up.
He's an offender.
I was trying to be in my soft girl era. Damn, now I got to turn back to a tomboy. I just wanted to date with intention. And he's a nice guy. We went out. We had fun. I don't know what the future holds. We were not kissing as they have it. You're kissing.
You kissed that man.
We pecked.
When you peck, you kiss him. A kiss means your lips touch.
Okay, there's a difference between kissing and pecking. We just pecked. We were drinking, just having fun and laughing and taking pictures with friends. We had no idea that somebody in our little friend circle would send a video over to the blogs.
So you hanging out with some man, little date, lights bright, flashy. You see the cameras going off. You didn't think anyone would post that somewhere? Okay.
And have us all out here like this today. Men tend to date today. I'm dating, okay, with intention. If you guys know somebody I should date, let me know. Send me an email. My email is up on my Instagram.
Not an email, child.
They have to be at the same level or higher. Same level or higher. Yes, we must. I mean, so that's a part of me dating with intention. That's it. Like, I really hate that. Hey, Arthur, he's a nice guy. Hi,
Not Arthur.
Honey, he's a nice guy. I'm just dating. Men do it all the time. They date multiple people. So it's time for me to start dating and stop waiting on one person to get it together.
So Nene went out with Arthur, okay, to make Naomi jealous. Nene purposefully said, "Oh, Naomi, you don't want to be with me one-on-one, okay? I am tired of waiting on you to notice that I'm the one. I'm not gonna keep doing that. So I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna have a good time and date somebody else, bitch."
So that's it. Leave that man alone. That's a nice man over there.
Are you an offender?
Leave him alone. His past is his past. We all got past.
I don't have an offender past.
You know, I mean, we do, you guys. Any questions? Ah, there's a knock at the door. Any questions? Let me see. So many questions on here today. Let me see. So many questions on here. Oh my God. Yeah, I hate when people do that, like making that man feel some kind of way. He's a great guy.
But ain't an offender.
And that man, that stuff was never even real. What happened?
How you know?
I mean, he'll tell you his own story. I can't tell it for you. Let me see. So many questions.
So allegedly, his name is Arthur Horn or Horny the third. He has looked from the past. Okay, Arthur was arrested for allegedly raping and assaulting his girlfriend 9 years ago. Okay, he was only convicted of a misdemeanor. Per court records, he was only convicted of a misdemeanor assault. He got a sentence of just under 1 year probation and 30 days in jail after being found not guilty on the most serious rape and kidnapping charges. Okay, he was arrested on February 2017 after Memphis police responded to a 911 call at the home of a former girlfriend. Okay, per reports at the time, a woman got into a fight with him at her house. She claims it turned physical. She claims that she was beaten and actually assaulted. She claimed injuries to her face, neck, and arm. Per the people in Memphis PD, they said the preliminary charge was aggravated rape and aggravated assault. Okay. He was then reportedly indicted on 1 count of aggravated rape and 3 counts of aggravated kidnapping and 2 counts of aggravated assaults. But court records show Horn was only convicted of misdemeanor assault, again, getting a year of probation, 30 days in jail, and being found not guilty of the most serious rape and kidnapping. At the end of the day, I had a Slim Jim. I got it from 7-Eleven. I had it sitting here. But I feel like if someone tells me, hey, in my past, I was accused of rape. You know, an ex-girlfriend accused of rape. I didn't do it, you know what I'm saying? But I did get a little misdemeanor because of the altercation. I don't feel like there's no man I can meet, a new man I can meet, who I haven't known for a long time, who can then tell me, hey, we're getting to know each other, right? Yeah, back in 2017, yeah, someone accused me of rape. Oh, okay. Yeah. Check. I'm leaving because I don't know you well enough to believe you over the accusation. I don't. I don't have any evidence of if I don't know you. So I can't believe you because anyone who was accused of raping someone ain't gonna say I'm a rapist. They're gonna say I didn't really do it. Yo, she was lying on me, and the girl could absolutely have lied. But I don't know you well enough. I haven't known you long enough to want to figure out if you're lying or not. And you might be a great person. You might be a fully great person. But I would not want to take the chance that you are a rapist. Because if you're a rapist, you're a murderer. If you take coochie, you will take a life. So, girl, you try. Oh, he didn't do it. That didn't even really happen. How do you know you weren't there? And not only that, unless you know someone before they're accused of raping someone, you can't just take their word for it. You don't know them. So, why are you dating an offender? Again, unless she knew that man before he was accused of things, That's the only time you can say, you know what, I knew him before. That's out his characters. Because I know him, I'm going to support my friend. That's on you. But can't no new man come around here telling me they're rapists or they are an accused rapist who took a plea for a less charge. No. 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 Okay? You're weird. Kenya. Kenya will be live Sunday. Okay. We know that the news was saying that Kenya was having to pay like $90K. She's gonna be evicted. She owes all this money to landlords. She ain't paid it yet, child. She owed money across the board. And so again, Kenya's saying that's not true. None of it's true. None of it's true. Okay. Kenya said the reports about me being behind on rent are false. I mean, but did you pay the rent? As I have stated before, my company is in an active lawsuit against my salon landlord for failing to pay nearly $80K in tenant improvement allowance owed to me. Kenya keeps saying this exact same story. I have an $80K allowance for renovations. They owe me. They haven't paid me, so I stopped paying rent. Okay. I put $20,000 into the property or whatever. Of my own money to build out my salon. The landlord failed to reimburse a contractual expense. I withheld rent in an effort to reach a fair settlement and subsequently filed a countersuit for the amount they failed to reimburse. So again, it's like she's admitting, I feel like based on the contract, I was supposed to pay $80K and I didn't get it. So I stopped paying rent, which means you are behind on your rent, in my opinion. Okay. So she's going to be live on Sunday at 5 o'clock. I'm going to watch. Okay. The chat, she said, hey, submit your questions for the chat or whatever. She also said, I will be updating you on my new projects, relationship status, and encounter with Britt Edie. Now, after she posted this on the thing, child, here come Britt Edie, punk ass. Y'all know I don't like that girl. I don't like Britt Edie. She irks my nerves, but whatever. After she posted, now again, I need Britt Edie to know, no one gives two flying fucks about you. Not me, not the world, not no one. Okay. Kenya mentioning you, did she have to? She didn't have to, but she did. But like, to me, that ain't clickbait. You know, Britt said, I'm no longer on TV and I mind my business. I wish the delusional people would stop using me as clickbait. People are going to watch Kenya because she's Kenya Moore. Period. Even if Kenya had not said your name, folks are going to watch Kenya. So Kenya's not using you for any kind of clickbait. I have not ran into anyone, especially in op. Only way someone will see me that's a problem will be in federal court. Not federal, girl. In federal courts, please stop using my likeness for press. Karma has already dealt with all my enemies. Girl, you was off TV, you getting divorced, and we still don't like you. Like, Britt Edie could go live at 2 p.m. on a Saturday offering people $1 million, and we would say, girl, no. No one likes you. Bye, bitch. Because it's like, girl, what do you mean? You're not clickbait, bitch. At all. Not today, not at T.I. and them is still beating 50 Cent's ass. All up and down the road, okay? Damani made a diss track. I can't, y'all, I'll give y'all 5 seconds. Hold on.
One convo about the man you sacrifice your life for so the world could see his talent. He's a legend now, I guess it worked out, but I need some answers.
So Damani made a song called Miss Jackson, and he's talking to 50 Cent's dead mama. It just saying, hey, your son ain't fucking up. Is you proud of him? You know what I'm saying? It's a really great song. Damani is so talented. He's so talented in the best way. And I like the fact that the Harris kids, you know, King and Messiah, or King and Damani, are using this time to put things in the air musically.
One more will ring the bell, and I don't want to do it. Reason I came to you, I'm hoping you could talk me through it. Maybe it's something that you could tell me, bring some understanding.
I'm like, you better. Now again, the Harris kids stepping behind Tiny and behind T.I. going at 50 is amazing to me. I love it. I like it. King made us another song, but King is wearing, bitch. King went and got a t-shirt with 50 Cent Mama face on. I said, bitch. Girl, I said, first of all, let me go 50 Cent Mama. I just feel like the fact that you Google them, oh, the picture do come up, child. That's his mama. I wonder what they look like. Anyway, actually, but that picture does come up online. But King doing another diss song. And a t-shirt with 50 Cent Mama. I said, girl.
Your mama in the grave, you digger. They put her under. By my mama, bitch, I'm on it. For the static, I want thunder.
I said, girl, not you got us out here supporting King. Up here hyping up King. I said, when you go get a picture of your enemy's dead mama and put it on a shirt, I said, girl, that is my type of foolishness, okay? Girl, I love it. 50 Cent is trying to distract. 50 Cent tried to distract us. Today he put up. Today the trailer for Raising Kanan came out. He also made a post saying the new show with Kane and another Kanan with Tommy and Tariq. And I'm like, he's trying to change the narrative because folks like empowered. I'm like, fuck that show. And till you say sorry to that man, wife, is forget you too. Rick Ross then went commented saying, hey, I need that shirt in a 3X. I'm like, bitch, not Rick Ross being petty and he won't 50 Cent dead mama on church. Why you doing that? Don't do it. Don't get Rick Ross no 3X shirt. Don't do that. Leave it alone. Now, T.I. also posted the pictures of 50 Cent holding them penises. And T.I. said, yeah, I changed my mind too, fuck nigga. I don't want you to rap because we all know it'll be ass anyway. We just want you to answer these Johnsons you juggle. Not Johnson juggling in real life. You can write a poem, draw a picture, do a dance or something to explain this shit because we want to fucking know. Now keep posting. I make music pussy. I said, not a pussy, not a vagina. Is he a vagina? I guess so. Again, they on his head. Tap dancing. I want to get to the top model part, and then we'll do. Lastly, we'll do Funky and Tasha K. One, Takara was on. I forgot what show. Now, to me, the fallout from the America's Next Top Model documentary is insane. Both Eva is on a press run because Eva has a movie coming out called, I think it's called I Was Pushed from Playing. It's some new movie that's coming out on Lifetime. So she's on a promotional thing, whatever. So we're gonna hear one second. But Takara was also on an interview with CBS News when it asked her about the documentary.
How did it line up with your own experience on the show? I mean, did this in any way surprise you?
You know what? I was totally surprised. Oh wow. It was tough. It was tough because it did not line up with my experience. And I think that is one of the reasons why I wasn't on the documentary, because I don't have anything bad to say about Tyra. So I think that's why I'm not in the documentary. And then when I seen that Eva and Yaya wasn't in the documentary, I was like, hey, I'm in good company.
And I think a lot of folks felt that way as well. I think they felt like the Netflix one kind of only had people who had an issue with their experience. They really didn't show anyone who said, I had a great time. It worked for me. I think we all asked, like, where was Yaya and Takara and Eva? Because they are such memorable people on the show. So how do you have a top model documentary on Netflix and you don't have some of the top women who we remember from the show?
Yeah, because as you know, Takara, there was a lot of criticism after that documentary aired, but even in subsequent years, during the subsequent to the heyday of America's Next Top Model, people rewatched it, for example, during the pandemic and started to point out things through the lens of the world that we live in today. There was a lot of criticism about body image. Specifically, in your case, after episode 5, you had to defend yourself several times when it came to styling, despite them knowing your measurements. For people who didn't see that, explain what happened and what that impact had on and off the show for you.
Yeah, I was one of the first plus size girls to ever be on America's Next Top Model. And when I came in, the styling was terrible. They wouldn't have my size. They would pull out my clothes last. I wouldn't even have a rack. All the girls would have racks of clothes. They would have options. And it was like, here, this is what you're going to wear. I remember even when we did a shoot for La Perla, we had to do the lingerie. There was nothing in my size. I can't fit their bras, their underwears. I had to wear a robe. And I don't even know if the robe was the correct size, right? I think I was busting out of the robe.
I remember that episode. It was crazy. She also asked her about Tyra.
And I will never forget.
I always defend Tyra. I'm sorry to cut you off, Chanel. I don't have anything bad to say about Tyra because that wasn't my experience. But watching this documentary and seeing and hearing these stories absolutely broke my heart. You know, two things.
And I will never forget.
Things can be true at the same time. And watching some of the relationships that she had with the judges and not calling them and how, you know, just listening to my fellow contestants, it breaks my heart. And that doesn't mean that, I don't take away from their experiences. And I think that's messed up. You know, I don't want to be, when you're in a relationship, you don't want your partner just to be nice to you. You want them to be nice to the server, nice to the valet, nice to their family, nice to your friends. You know, I don't take away from, just because my experience was nice, I don't excuse that behavior from the way that other people were treated. I think that was still unfair.
I really wish they would have included other people's opinions in this way because it makes it more balanced. Like they're saying, like there's nothing wrong with saying some people did not have that horrible experience. Now, Eva was on Good Morning America. She was also on The Breakfast Club. She was on a few different interviews. But this was her opinion on the show as well.
Amazingly horrifying for the stories. I've lived my experience. I've walked in my shoes. And though there is a level of relatability, one would assume someone having walked in the same shoes, I had no idea. Like, absolutely no idea. Amazing.
And Eva was on, I think, season 3. I think the Shandy stuff happened in season 2. But I think, you know, some people did not know the behind the scenes stuff on the show because they wasn't there.
Really horrifying for the stories. I've lived my experience. I've walked in my shoes. And though there is a level of relatability, one would assume someone having walked in the same shoes, I had no idea. Like, absolutely no idea. Amazing.
The docuseries, you say you were in awe when you watched it because you didn't know what was going on behind the scenes, but it details many controversial moments, from the alleged sexual assault that happened to eating disorders to models being put in blackface, or one model who was people who were bullied. The docuseries, do you think that the judges and the producers had a role in creating this type of environment, even if you never saw it?
Absolutely. That environment could not exist without producers aiding and abetting what was going on. I've done reality now on every level. Housewives. I mean, I don't know what's going on in someone's life unless the producers tell me. It's a part of how this thing works. At the time, we were kids trying to find our dreams realized and actualized by a woman that we believed could do that for us. And if she could see it in us, then the world would see it in us, because the world sees it in her. So it was just a TV show to win a competition.
And we appreciate you coming in and adding a little bit more texture to this very late.
Actualized, I will never fail to thank Tyra. What Tyra set out to do in this business, I will always say, and especially for Top Model, initially, she set out to change the world, to change what the modeling industry looked like, sound like, felt like, and expected. I will never. She apologized a million times, but an apology to the person that you wronged is only as good as they could appreciate it.
I loved Eva's take on it because she wasn't ignoring anyone's story or anyone's situation. Her point is nuance, because what one person went through, I did not. But even if I say sorry to you, if you're not really looking for a sorry, then my sorry means nothing to you. Now, separate from that, okay, Funky Dineva, who had made a post about knowing Tiffany from
been making
from Top Model. Now, Tiffany's a girl who Tyra yelled at. I was rooting for you, is that girl, and who has said from child this whole time, Tyra ain't shit, forget Tyra, blah blah blah. Well, Funky Dineva knew her back in the day. And on one of his shows, I think last week, he mentioned, I knew her back in the day. He told a story about a fight. And child, Tiffany went in and posted some things about Funky, and Funky went off. Let's watch it.
a lot of waves
I sped his voice up because it was long.
in the American Top Model.
It is, how long was this thing? This is, how long? It's like 12 minutes. It was a really 18. Yes, 12 minutes. Child. Let's listen.
Documentary is Tiffany Richardson, right? Now, remember I told y'all I went to school with Tiffany Richardson, and the other day I told a story about a 20-year-old story about when we were in high school. Some girls was trying to jump Tiffany, and I said her grandma showed up at the gas station with a hammer, right, to help Tiffany. And that was kind of how I remembered the story. It was very chaotic. In all honesty, I really did not think that I was saying anything out of the way. I was just telling a funny story. I did not really think Tiffany would have some type of adverse response to the situation. But here is what somebody decided.
And look, we can have all good intentions when posting or having a conversation about something that happened years prior, you know, that we didn't know, or we knew someone back in the day, child, and I knew so-and-so, and this and some folk be like, bitch, don't talk about me. I guess Tiffany was one of those people. Don't talk about me.
To clip the post and put it on one of these, blogs on Instagram. And the blog says, Funky Dineva went to school with Tiffany Richardson and tells the story of her grandmother stopping girls from fighting her. So Tiffany Richardson gets up under the post and says, Funky Dineva, whole stop line. I had the hammer, bitch, and I was about to get jumped, and my grandma came and hit me in the head because I would not get in the car.
I said, not bitch in the hole. Not hoe, stop lying. Not I had the hammer, bitch. I said, girl.
Cokehead ass bitch. I did drugs too, but you must still be on them. Stop the cap. How you still be at the after hours paying for dates, bitch? Still paying for boy booty is wild.
Boy booty.
And so when my friend sent me this, I was like, wow, that response is a little, in my opinion, disproportionate to what it is that I had to say in reference to Tiffany. I just told a funny story that I thought was funny from 20-something years ago. Okay, maybe I got the details mixed up. Maybe it wasn't you with the hammer. Maybe it was your grandma with the hammer. All I knew is you was finna get jumped and it was a hammer involved. And so I was talking to a few friends from school and I was like, you know what? I was like, Tiffany looks like what she's been through, past, present, and future. And so I'm not going to say anything. Like, this girl is on TV right now. She's catching a whole lot of flack from all the stuff. Quentin, leave her alone. You have a bigger platform. Just leave her alone. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what I was going to do about it. I was like, you know, people who don't be in this media stuff and be out of the media for a long time and then they get all this media attention, it does upset them and cause a whole lot of angst and anxiety.
So at least he realized, hey, maybe she tripping. Okay, maybe all the attention she's getting caused her to be upset. She said things, tried to cuss me the fuck out. I'm gonna let her go. I'm gonna let it be. But bitch, that ain't what happened.
Now, I had lined it up where I was going to do the Takara story. I was just going to touch on what Tiffany said, and I wasn't even going to respond because quiet as it's kept, going in on Tiffany is very low-hanging fruit. It's very low-hanging fruit. I didn't even bother going and pulling any of her current pictures because that's how much grace I was trying to show somebody who looked like they've been swept in the garbage and swept into a dustpan, right? So
not garbage in a dustpan.
I was like, I'm just going to leave it alone. When y'all saw me look down at my phone earlier at the top of the show, here is what happened. Somebody sent me this.
Child, messy bitches. Okay, somebody out here being real messy because that man had no idea that Tiffany had went and posted something else and got and told that man what he said. Now he's upset, child.
So I guess she went on and said, sad that this is how you want to spend your last days talking about me, ho. You've been doing it up the butt too much. Now look at you, shaking my head.
Not lad, China, y'all know for he had cancer. Y'all know I think it's prostate cancer. I think it's prostate cancer. Not the last days and he died because stuff up the booty. And I'm like, first of all, prostate cancer, I don't believe they got nothing to do with up the booty stuff. But I ain't got a prostate either, so I don't know.
So first of all, you illiterate, stupid ass bitch, I'm not even sure if your ass graduated or not. Prostate cancer is in the front, not in the back. But since you want to go there, Tiffany, let's talk about it. You stayed getting beat up in high school, or about to get beat up, because you had all that goddamn mouth, and that's why them girls was about to whoop your ass down there at that damn gas station. I was finna leave you alone and let you live because you are such low-hanging fruit. Your life is the pits. Look at how you look. Like, there is nothing about the current way you look that even screams model. You look broke. You look poor. You look dusty. And talking about buying booty at the after hours, bitch, I'm rich. I could. Okay? And the gag is, if you had 2 nickels to rub together, your son wouldn't have been stealing from GameStop and subsequently got killed. You broke bitch.
A dead son that stole from GameStop. Oh, Lord.
You need to be worried about how anybody's spending their last days. You need to be worried about how the fuck your son spent his last days when his ass got killed down to that GameStop. Second of all, you need to worry.
Kill that GameStop, child. That's so sorry I killed it. That is, girl, I'm not going to Google it. Child. You know, and you really should, girl.
Why the hell your ass looks like death becomes her? You look dusty, you look homeless, and no wonder your ass was on that Tyra Banks thing looking so stupid when she said you're going to go back to sleeping on a mattress with your son. Let's add a couple adjectives to that mattress. Let's add pissy, let's add crack, let's add homeless, let's add shitty, let's add drunk, all of them things. Tiffany, you still
pissy, shitty, drunk, and crack, girl.
Look like you sleep on a damn dirty mattress. Nobody from school knows nothing about you or where you been. It's because you probably been in and out of rehab, okay? You got big nerve to want to come. Listen, we both from the same place, so you should have known I was going to take this shit from hell to hell. The question is, did your son at least have a bunk bed before his ass died? Did you get him a little piece of water bed before he died? Because see, bitch, you met your match. Talking about last days. Want to spend their last days talking about you, ho. Baby, I got stage 1 cancer. I'm scheduled for my surgery pretty soon. I ain't in my last days, but we know who had their last days.
Not her dead son. I'm a firm believer in you can't poke somebody and think they're not going to poke back. And if you...
God bless the child that has its own or that's gone home and quiet as it's kept. Your ass look like you ain't too far behind him, you dusty homeless bitch.
Dusty homeless girl. Not a dusty homeless bitch.
You don't even look like you work. You don't even look like you work. And quiet as it's kept, the going price for pussy is $40 a pound. You don't even look like...
I told y'all coochie cost $40. I told y'all pussy cost $40.
Nobody would want to buy none from your crackhead, dusty looking ass. What I said did not warrant what all you did, and you still going talking about somebody want to spend their last days talking about you. Tiffany, you finna get more press from me going in on you than you have ever in your damn lifetime. And I don't want to hear no shit about, oh, he don't went too far. He didn't have to talk about her son. Fuck her son. Fuck her. You didn't have to do what you did. It was not that real, Tiffany. Me and you ain't never had no beef. And the sad part is you the same weak ass hoe that you was when we went to school. You always had mouth, could never back it up. And if it wasn't for real, you wouldn't have had shit because your mama, her name Kitty. Kitty couldn't do nothing with you. Kitty ain't have shit. That's why she had to send you around your damn grandma's house for your grandma to take care of you. And your grandma couldn't do shit with you either.
Child, not she ain't shit. Her mama ain't shit. Her grandma ain't shit either. And a dead son, girl.
You always been dumb. You always been mouthy. You the only bitch from Miami that had the opportunity that somebody did, landed on top model twice, and still didn't know what to do with it. Because you're stupid. Because you're stupid. It didn't have to go here, Tiff. Then after you made the first post, I was willing to show you grace. And you still going. You one po-ass bitch. Po in money, po in mindset, po in life, and I feel bad. The sad part about it is I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and I'm gonna feel bad about everything that I'm saying right now because life is already doing your ass in. You got big nerve to come for a bitch like me. Stage 1 prostate cancer and all, Tiffany. Let's really talk about it. Look at your skin.
And you're not even supposed to go after a cancer patient. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that was the first line crossage. You can't be saying he last day limit get cancer. That is so. I mean, hey, you loaded the gun. He shot it.
Just look at your skin. Your skin look like residual barbecue coals after a bitch extinguished the fire in a barbecue. That's how dusty and gray you look. Then you got them prison tattoos on your face, bitch, and you ain't got a nail hard bone in your body. You ain't gonna squash a damn grape, so I don't even know why you got them murder ink tattoos on your face. Who the
murder ink?
Hell still wear pigtails? Every interview you do, you look dirty. You look like you got damn sheets up to the window. Do us a favor, Tiffany. Walk around your house with a camera real quick and let us know how you living. Let us know where you live in. Let us know where you work. You don't have shit. You amounted to nothing.
He said she got curtains on the windows. I'm sorry, bed sheets. I never understand. If you can afford bed sheets, why not buy some curtains? They cost the same price.
You literally had the world handed to you on a silver platter and you amounted to nothing. So much so that nothingness passed down to your children. And look what happened to them. Just a whole lineage of nothingness. Okay? You got the right one when you got me. I am pretty sure from high school you remember how lethal my mouth is. Okay? I was never the one of the two when it came to this ranking shit and when it came to this talking shit. And I'm pretty sure you probably gonna want to file up some more. And baby, I ain't got nothing but time. But I'm gonna advise you, you might not want to argue with the bitch that got the microphone.
That's true. Because technically, I think I did see a clip of an interview she did, but I ain't care.
Okay? And you want to make it seem like, see, now people are starting to see why Tyra yelled at you because you always been one ignorant ass bitch. You always been one ignorant. So ignorant, bitch, that your grandma had to knock your ass upside the head for you to get in the car because you was about to get jumped. You the one who had the hammer. Riddle me this, Batman. Why did you have to have a hammer? Because you had so much MF in mouth in school and no one liked your ass that they wanted to whoop your damn ass every other damn day. I remember that very vividly. So what I'm going to do in my last days is read your ass and your fucked up family down to the ground. You dusty, broke ass, nothingness ass bitch. Let me ask you a question.
Oh, God.
Nigga. How does it feel when you look at a bitch like me and compare them to a bitch like you? Tiffany, there is never, ever anything that you could say out of your mouth that would move me to chorus. Look at your life and look at mine. Like, my life and how I'm living is completely documented. Like, everybody knows who I am, what I have, what I got, what I'm about. You, on the other hand, every time we see you, you look like you in and out of a battered women's shelter. Come on in the room. So if anything, bitch, you need to be somewhere trying to put a GoFundMe up for your ass to have a stable damn place to stay. And you talk about you used to be on drugs and I'm on drugs and I must still be on the girl. We must still be on them together. But whatever the hell I got going on, baby, I must have did my drugs the right way because I'm around here prospering. Robin, you did all this. Every time you do an interview, bitch, it don't even look like you got a laptop computer to do one from. It look like you doing it from an Android phone propped up on a Popeyes box.
Not a Popeyes box.
Why would she say that? Like,
not a Popeyes box.
So how dare you? How dare you, Tiff? And like, to be honest with you, I'm just entertaining this shit because it's funny. Look at our lives. Let's just take a moment. Like, look at our lives, Tiffany. Look how you turned out and look how I turned out. Is there really, like, what can you honestly say after this? I'm gay, I did coke, I took it up the ass. Like what can you say after this? I know what I can say. Both of my children laying here down on the floor next to me. Go find you something safe to do. Because it was never worth all of this. I was going to let you live after the first one, but then you kept going. And see, now you finna be embarrassed because the reality of the situation is all of the blogs are going to pick this up. And Tyra and all the rest of them are going to be somewhere clapping because it's going to support the fact that you were a bitch. You were an imbecile and you were never smart. I remember you being one of the kids. It took you like 4 times to pass the HSCT. That was the high school competency test. And quiet as it's kept, I had to ask around a couple times. I really don't even remember you graduating with us. If you
she didn't graduate.
Graduated. I damn sure don't remember. You look like one of the type of bitches that took senior pictures but didn't walk across the stage. Go find you. The first little post that you did was cute. I was going to let you live. But now you want to take it there talking about last days, what I'm doing in my last days. Well, bitch, at least I got a last days. How many of your son got left?
He did. Funky.
I bet you give anything for his ass to have whatever amount of days I got left, bitch. I bet you love to be able to transfer him to him. Breathe again, breathe again.
Not Tony Braxton.
Broke ass stealing out of motherfucking GameStop. What type of mama was you? What type of mammy was you? Like, then he wasn't even stealing out of Neiman Marcus. The little fucker was stealing out of GameStop.
Maybe it was a PS5.
Stop in the name of... Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I told a funny story from high school. It didn't warrant all of that. Then you kept pressing. And hey, you sit up here talking about me. You're a trending topic, bitch. You was on. Don't flatter yourself. You look like a baser.
A base to the crackhead?
You look like a 27th Avenue, 79th Street streetwalker, $40 a night, Okeechobee Motel prostitute.
Not a prostitute.
And you got the nerve to come for a bitch like me and worrying about what I'm doing in my last days? What is you doing with your last $2? Because from the looks of things, you look like you down to your last $2. Okay? It look like life don't put something on your ass. Okay? Now, both of us use drugs, but only one of us look like it. And it ain't me, bitch. So you do the math. If you illiterate dumbass able to do that. I remember how many times your ass was in there crying in the library because you couldn't pass the ACT, you dumb hoe. Go find you something to do. Because now every blog finna pick this up and you finna be embarrassed. You finna be embarrassed nationally. Okay? You about to be embarrassed. You're not going to be able to read me back because you're not that smart. You don't have the words to read me back. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
I had to make this voice regular at the end. Look, every time fucking get pissed at somebody, he goes off. Now, this is my thing. If you beefing with somebody or whatever, and they have the microphone, it's sometimes better not to fuss and cuss with them because, like, they have a bigger platform. I don't feel if she replies, YouTubers will pick it up. That might be it. That might be it. But I do feel like if I tell a little story from high school, you can't then get pissed at me and say I'm dying and I'm that's a little bit too far. And he just went off. Now, lastly, I put Tasha Young on. Where's she at, girl? Where's she at? Because I got her on the thumbnail. So did I care about? Let's see. We did Takara, Evil, bop, boop. Okay, let's get into y'all, that's shots of Duce. When I tell y'all, when I get off of here, bitch, I am going to be asleep within 3, 4, 5 minutes. Okay. Now we had a discussion Wednesday about Benzino, who said he got hit by Althea and Diamond. Child, Taja K had his ass talking about it.
Pictures from the hospital. You called me. You said that you were hit by a car by Diamond and Althea. They were trying to kidnap Zeno from the school, and you got custody of Zeno.
We have joint custody. Althea is the primary custody. All right, that was done in 2019. She's been giving me hell with Zeno. I don't get it. I've never got on the internet with it for a while. We haven't spoke with each other. We ain't messed with each other. But this woman would call me and just come down to the house. Told me one time, hey, look, I'm not trying to get you from Ashley, but I'll just take you for the weekend and you can go back with her. I just want my family back. These are the things she's saying. What's that right there? Why are you gonna have her there?
Because you're talking about her.
I don't want to see her while I'm talking.
Okay, all right, no problem. Get her off the screen.
Is he wearing an arm brace? I thought his neck was messed up.
Now I'm gonna rewind it. She went back down to Miami. She locked Zeno basically in his room for 5 months, not locked and key, but in his room.
Send me some pictures.
With no Wi-Fi and no TV. The kid for 5 months just had his phone.
Can he watch TV on his phone? Maybe she can't afford a TV.
That's my son, 10 years old. Good kid, beautiful kid, didn't deserve this. 5 months goes by, Zeno's not in school.
And why wouldn't the police call if he wasn't in school? Ain't they gotta do a little school check?
Held him out of school. She screamed. He goes without eating. I would have to call Aldi's to get microwavable food because she didn't cook for him that whole time. Zeno told DFAX down there a bunch of stuff. They interviewed him. The reason that nothing could take place because they'd asked Zeno if he was all right. Come to find out, Althea's pinching him, telling him, you better not say nothing.
Not pinching the child.
The grandmother's telling me this. So the grandmother goes down there a few days before Christmas. They get into a fight. Althea.
So the grandmama know that she pinching the baby. And ain't nobody calling the police?
Althea's mom.
Althea's mom. Althea gets taken away to get under 72-hour evaluation, I guess, with a mental facility. I enrolled him in the school because if I didn't, he would have got kept back. So now I have Zeno. I got him. Althea. So
she was abusing the baby, pinching him, putting him in the room. Child, he ain't got no TV. He up there starving. She then go to the mental health spa. Had to get her some help, the hold. You then had the boy like 10. Okay, he not a baby. He not 3. He like 10. So he old enough to be, hey, mama's crazy. She's pinching me. Daddy crazy too.
It gets out. She's going crazy now. Home with no Wi-Fi and no TV. The kid for 5 months, she makes all the allegations. She's mad at her mother and her sister because her mother and sister just telling the truth, that she's lost her mind and Zeno's down there suffering. It's kind of abusive.
Well, no, if she's pinching the baby and withholding food, that's absolutely abuse. And if you the daddy, you know, why would you not go get him, Benzino?
On the internet,
you the daddy.
Saying, telling everybody I'm keeping him from her. Now, he's in school. Thursday, we had a court date, our first court date. We go to court. We sit in front of the judge, a woman judge. She listened to everybody, her, me, and said, I'm going to make my decision, and I'll be emailing you guys to let you know what's going on. I thought that she would wait for the judge's decision. Today, I went to go pick Zeno up. I get a call from the police saying, hey, she's down here with a friend. She's worried about the child. And I'm like, the child's in school today. I had to go take him to get air, eye, and nose after school. Go down right there where the bus drops him off at. She makes all the allegations. She's mad at her mother and her sister because her mother and sister just telling the truth, that she's lost her mind and Zeno's down there suffering. Next thing you know, there's a blind spot with the tree, so I can't see nothing, but I do see these other kids crowding around like it's a fight. So I'm like, what the hell? So I pull up. It's Althea grabbing Zeno. She's running. There's a street here, there's a park here, and there's another street. She's running across. Now there's 2 police officers there.
Are they running too? Because if Althea running with a kid, are they all running?
About the car. Run across the park. I'm looking at them like, yo, she got my son. I run over there. There's a black brand new Escalade, or it looked like a new Escalade. It doesn't take a rocket science to see it's not an old one. We go over there. She throws Zeno in the car. I think the window's down. I go to see like what the hell's going on, because at this point I seen Althea, but I'm tripping like somebody got my son. She's doing this in front of the kids and everything. I runs past the police. There's 2 officers. Go over there. And so I'm like, yo, hey, what are you doing? As I go to the car, next thing you know, the window's down or the window. I try to put my window in the car to say, like, hold up, slow down. Diamond kind of pulls off, like screeches, fast as hell. I didn't even know it was Diamond. Flies up the street. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It kind of twisted me. My arm got messed up. My back's a little messed up.
But why was you in a neck brace?
My head on the car, and I definitely messed up my arm. The doctor, they sent me to a specialist.
Oh, he went a suit. He won a lawsuit.
He said that he thinks there's a slight fracture in there that the x-ray didn't pick up. The ambulance comes. I go to the hospital. I'm sad. I'm angry because Althea has him. And she must have showed police the original 2019 form where she's the primary. We have joint custody, but she's the primary. Based on what Zeno told DFACS and everything, I'm sitting in the hospital. Right after they called me and said, we are bringing Zeno back to you. Zeno's sleeping right in the room right now. They brought Zeno back, took him because she wasn't supposed to have him in the first place.
If the police first of all, the child need to be in child protective custody because the mama crazy, the daddy crazy, the friends crazy, the grandparent let them child.
The window's down or the window. I try to put my.
I actually did not hit him with the car. This nigga. So I'm about to say this on my live, but long story short, him and Althea have been going through some back and forth.
I don't care. Diamond already said this stuff the other day. At the end of the day, I'm gonna say this: if Althea was having any abusive, neglectful behavior toward the son, Benzino should have him. However, if Benzino was aware that abuse in any form was happening and he didn't go get the baby initially, that's weird to me. Okay, Diamond, you dumb. When you know how Benzino and Thea have all these issues, why would you include yourself in it and have your 1-year-old child in the car? That's weird. Okay. You also admitted to him running up to your car, little Benzino being in your car, him trying to get in the car, and you pulled off, which means you did not hit him with your car, but your car probably dragged him a little bit, and now you're gonna sue. Okay, that's why they said, "Hey, sir, get yourself in pictures in a little neck brace, get your little arm brace, child. Go do all the dot. We're gonna sue." And she was done for saying, "Yeah, he was right." Let's hold on. Let me see.
Althea was going through something traumatic to where a girlfriend of her that she entrusted to represent her properties, she basically sold the property, $2 million home behind her back. And it basically wiped out Althea's bank account. And it
my friend who want to help me make some money would never have access to my bank account. Okay, no one should have access to your bank account. That was dumb.
Put her into a frenzy, a mental health frenzy. You know what I'm saying? She went to get an evaluation. It was Benzino's weekend. It was like right before Christmas for him to see the child. So she was like, "Well, they're gonna keep me for 48 hours just to make sure everything is okay. Just go ahead and let him go with his father." She said that to the mom. So the mom gave the baby to the father. When she got out, and I actually was also in Miami about to move back to Atlanta. She was calling him to try to get her son back, and he would not answer the phone. He was supposed to enroll him into the same school where he was going. He did not do that. So she didn't even know where her son was for 2 months. We found out where the baby was, where the school was, talked to the school. We showed up to the school and showed paperwork that she has primary custody of the child, but it was during dismissal. So they understood and was like, okay, well, basically it's dismissal now, so there's really nothing that they could do. So we went to...
I would also sue the school. Because if I enroll my child in school and someone who has no attachment, ain't on no papers to even get information about my child, you should not give strangers information about the child.
Benzino's apartment and waited for the bus to come. We called the police, told the police what was going on, and that she had her paperwork to show that she was the primary custodial guardian or whatever, and that we knew that it could possibly be some friction with her picking the son up, or either just going to say hi. Because initially, she was also in Miami about to move. She just wanted to check on her baby and do a wellness check and make sure he was okay. So when we got there, the police met us there, and he got off the bus.
Diamond saying Althea wanted to do a welfare check on her son just to say hi. Almost makes it feel like she wasn't really going to get him back. Because if I had custody of my child and the daddy took the child, I'm not going to check on my child. I'm going to get my child. So that part seems weird if Althea is the person who's supposed to have him. I don't know why I would go check on my child if I'm also saying Benzino wasn't supposed to have a child. He was keeping him from me. Why would you go just a little welfare check? It feels like, is Benzino right in saying the child was supposed to be with him?
And she went over to hug him and bring him to my car to just talk to him, do a wellness check. Then Benzino walks up. My baby is in the back seat. He's screaming, "You bitch." You know what I'm saying? And then I don't know if he was trying to unlock my car window or whatever. He's swinging, but I got my 1-year-old in the back car seat. So
a 1-year-old in the back seat while y'all up here trying to kidnap a baby.
Mind you, my car is still in drive. I drove off because it's like, what? You're not going to be hitting and screaming and this and that. You can hit my baby. I don't know what the fuck going on.
Now what person is with a friend who doing a welfare check on the kid outside somewhere, and y'all somewhere on the street? Why is your car in park? I'm sorry. Why is your car in drive? So you mean to tell me you sitting there at the bus stop or whatever with your foot on the brake all this time? Your car down in park? Bitch, I park in the drive-thru. So I'm just wondering, why the car and drive?
I was actually shocked that he acted that way because the police were there. And then we drove off and went around the corner and talked to the police. If I did hit him, I would be in jail right now. Not in jail. So I was gonna go live because so many people have reached out to me and asked me. I just talked to his daughter, Coy, because she was asking, was that true? And she reached out, and it was a cool conversation. She just wanted to check on her baby and do a wellness check. And disrespectful, but I told her the same thing. Like, I don't know what he thought was gonna happen, but you're not gonna pull up to nobody's car trying to bang on their window and all this craziness.
If you pull up to my house, and if my kid is in your car, I am gonna pull up and make on your window. I am going to pull up and bang on your window.
I just drove off. So that's what happened, boo. I'm also trying to see where Coy stands because me and her kind of just had some words, which was cool, it was cordial, you know. Okay, so me and her had some words back and forth. I'm finna see what her response is because that will determine if I include her in the live. But it was cool, cordial, but I just kind of had to check her a little bit because she's trying to tell me you shouldn't have had, you know, have your baby with you, going to be getting out this mess. That could have.
That's true. Why would you take your child with you in the middle of some bullshit? That is stupid.
Left, and I had to tell her, like, you don't tell me I'm older than you. You don't.
And that means you stupid. That means Coy has more sense than you because she's a mom.
I appreciate you being concerned, but you don't tell me what I shouldn't and should not do. When we called the police and we didn't do anything wrong, we did what we were supposed to do.
If you don't with your father, don't with your father. Why are you calling now trying to check? You don't even with him.
But disrespectful. But I told him to make sure he was okay. So when we got there, the police met us there, and he got off the bus, and she went over to hug him and bring him to my car to just talk to him, do a wellness check. Then Zeno walks up. My baby is in the back seat. He's screaming, "You bitch." You know what I'm saying? And then I don't know if he was trying to unlock my car window or whatever. He's swinging, but I got my 1-year-old in the back car seat. So mind you, my car is still in drive. I drove off because it's like, what? You're not going to be hitting and screaming and this and that. You can hit my baby. I don't know what the fuck going on.
So Diamond admitted that while he was at the car, you pulled off, which he is making it seem like that's when you hit him. Girl, they all stupid. He's stupid. Athea's stupid. Diamond stupid. But Benzino saying the police brought my son back to me. Diamond saying, "Oh, Athea was going to do a welfare check on the kid." It means she ain't got him. Either way I go, get them the fuck off my screens. Anyway, y'all, guess what? That's it. That's all. Okay, that's it. That's all. I hope y'all enjoyed. I ain't finna go have a good old time going to sleep. Okay, go watch the other videos I did this week. We was live 4 whole days, y'all. We was live Wednesday. We was live on Tuesday. Okay, go watch that one. And we was live on Monday. Okay, go watch everything. Okay, if you have not, what you waiting on? If you've already watched it, watch it again. Okay, I will be live maybe Sunday. Again, and if you have a baby daddy who took your son, go get your son back if you can legally. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I love you all. Be safe wherever you are. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. I will talk to y'all on Sunday unless some crazy happens tomorrow. If something crazy happens tomorrow, I'll come on tomorrow. Other than that, I will talk to y'all Sunday. Okay, like, comment, share. Comment, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I gotta go. I love y'all. Bye.